Welcome back to Electric Tornado. Today we're going to be going over our weather forecast for the United States over the next few days or so. And we're going to be expecting a lot of bad winter weather that is going to be impacting the United States, including a lot of snow bands that is going to be starting today. Right after the snowstorm passes through, we're going to see a lot of other snow bands come through. It's just like little snowstorms that are just going to keep coming through. They kind of look like lines. They're just going to keep coming through. And it's just gonna get pretty crazy, and we're gonna see some snow squalls and a lot of stuff, especially in Ohio Valley. So let's get into talking about the weather. So today is December 10th, 2025, um, and we got some weather to talk about. So we're gonna start with our weather forecast with our snowstorm that we are having in the United States right now. So let me see if I can pull this up. So we have a snowstorm pretty much in like the Ohio Valley right now. Let me see. Like right up here is where a snowstorm is. So if we check out our future radar down here for parts of West Virginia and Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, parts of Kentucky, this is the future area for the snowstorm. So you can see up there in Indiana, we're gonna get we could get some snow in northern Indiana today around like around 1 p.m. possibly. And then look at this. We're going to be expecting some blizzard conditions if you're in West Virginia today. So that's not good. So let's pull this radar aside and let's take a look at our weather that's going on right now at this moment. So let's see. Give me 1 second. There we go. So we got a few special weather statements actually right now in the Ohio Valley, mainly for some possible icy roads and slick spots within this. If you're in any of these purple boxes. They're also for some pretty high winds that are going to be expected, and wind gusts up to 45 to 35 miles per hour is going to be a possibility, 35 to 45. And make sure to strap down unsecured objects and holiday objects if you're inside this purple area. If you want, it's optional. It's definitely optional. You can do whatever you want, but like, loose objects can't fly away if you're inside of these purple boxes because of high winds. So let's take a look at our snowstorm that we're having in the United States right now. So this is what it looks like. This is the first thing that we're going to talk about for today's update video, weather update video. This is what our snowstorm is looking like right now. It's positioned. It's snowing in parts of New York, Pennsylvania, parts of Vermont, and parts of New Hampshire. Also snowing in Michigan and parts of northern Indiana, parts of Illinois. You can see I think it snowed a little bit in Chicago today. And then you can see that we do have a little bit of rain coming off of it right here. This is just some rain. It's a little bit of moisture, and it's just rain. And this is just going to be causing some rain in some of these areas. And up here is just going to be snow. So there could be a little bit of rain, like right here. You can see these little spots of rain, but there's just going to be this little tail of rain coming off the whole snowstorm. So, so yeah. So we're gonna check out the future radar for the snowstorm over here, and where you're gonna be expected to get some snow, and where the rain is gonna go. So here is the future radar. So we're gonna start with up here in parts of Pennsylvania and New York and parts of the Northeast. We're gonna see what the future radar is like up here. So you can see that Maine is definitely expected to get some snow today. Definitely, mainly towards the evening. Definitely expect to get some snow, and some slick spots are going to be a possibility in a lot of places, meaning that there's probably going to be some icy roads, some accidents out there. Definitely bring a winter survival kit with you. There's some winter storm warnings up here, and if we do the future radar a little bit more, it will pretty much be fully out of the United States by 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. But let's talk about West Virginia now. Why does West Virginia have a blizzard warning? Well, it's because they're expecting some blizzard conditions, which is actually I don't really know like how like they have blizzard conditions, but it seems like they're going to be seeing some pretty strong winds, and I think that's why they have a blizzard warning over here. Let's see. Travel could be very difficult. Widespread blowing of snow could significantly reduce visibility. The hazardous conditions could impact the Wednesday morning and evening and Thursday morning commutes. Strong winds could cause tree damage. Travel should be restricted to emergencies only. If you must travel, and stay with your vehicle. The latest road conditions for the state you're applying for can be obtained by calling 511 or access to outbound traffic and roadway portal for your state. So that's why we have a blizzard warning. It's for strong blowing snow that can reduce visibility, cause icy roads and slick spots and stuff like that. So definitely, if you're out here in this blizzard warning, be aware if you're traveling today through Thursday. So yeah, that includes the cities of Durban, West Virginia, Valley Head, West Virginia, Herman, West Virginia, Pickens, West Virginia, and Winslow, West Virginia, and as well as Linwood, West Virginia. Anywhere in these orange boxes. That's so that we need to be being aware. So let's talk about parts of Michigan and Ohio and northern Indiana and Indiana. So you can see that we have a little part of the snowstorm coming off over here. This is nothing that we have to be worrying about. It's just going to cause some icy roads. It's expected to make its way down into parts of Fort Wayne and South Bend. That's mainly going to be toward around noon today, as well as around 2 p.m. and 1 p.m. We're going to probably get some snow in parts of northern Indiana. And some could have sleet, so there could be a little bit of rain in there. It's nothing too crazy. You can see a few snow squalls out there that could reduce visibility. So make sure just to be aware for any snow squalls and reduce visibility if you're out here in the circle. And snow is going to be a possibility. Also be aware for icy roads. But yeah, look at all of that. So that's what we're going to be expecting in Fort Wayne. There's going to be some off and on snow in Fort Wayne, as well as parts of Central Ohio. You can see that we're going to have another a line of snow come through Ohio. It's mainly going to start coming together around 4 p.m. today, and it's just going to sweep through Ohio. A big band of heavy snow is going to be a possibility. Mainly going to be light snow though. And this is the future radar for our blizzard down there in West Virginia. That's what it's expected to look like. And then if we do future radar, you can see. Look at this. So this is around. Let's see. This is in the morning of 11 a.m. I mean, in the morning of the 11th. But we're going to have a snow squall outbreak over here if you're in the Ohio Valley. So if you're in the Ohio Valley, mainly in this area, but also includes like down here as well in Tennessee. If you're out here in the Ohio Valley, you guys, some people could actually see very, very low visibility because of we're gonna have a snow squall outbreak over here, which is gonna be pretty dangerous. Mainly for the very very early morning hours of tomorrow on the 11th. We could still see some in the late morning hours, but mainly gonna be tonight and tomorrow morning, early morning. So yeah, we're gonna see some snow squalls out here in the Ohio Valley, which is just gonna be something that that may be a little bit dangerous, especially when you're traveling. So yeah, just be aware for reduced visibility, and yeah, just be aware of your surroundings when you get if you get a snow squall. So that's what's going on today with this snowstorm that we have up here. We can see some winds if you're in this purple. We can see some winds if you're in this light brown looking color, and all of that. So let's talk about the atmospheric river that we've been having for a while. So we have an atmospheric river in the northwest, in the Pacific Northwest. This actually caused a lot of floodings, mudslides, and stuff like that yesterday. Even winds were reported nearing 100 miles per hour. This is what it looks like right now. We have some rain, a bunch of flood warnings out here, and yeah, this is the future radar for the area. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, because we have a flood watch for multiple areas out here. If you're over here in parts of Wyoming, you guys have a winter storm warning for some winter storms that are going to be expected if you're in this peak, as well as some high winds if you're over here in parts of Colorado, northern Colorado, and southern Wyoming. So that's what's going on over there. Got a freezing fog advisory for parts of Arkansas to the west of Hot Springs. So freezing fog is expected over there. Make sure to be aware. And all of that. If you're on the East Coast, like mainly towards the beaches, you just have a gale warning for strong winds that are going to be expected. That's been there for a long time, but nothing too crazy. And this winter storm will move out of here pretty soon. So now let's begin to talk about what we're going to be expecting next with our weather. So let's get on to the GFS radar and check out what it's looking like on the GFS radar to see some of the other snowstorms that we could be getting after this one passes through, and when you'll be getting them. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. So here we are on the GFS radar. You can see that we're going to be expecting some snow come down from Canada. You can see this line of snow. It's not going to be too crazy. It's going to eventually make its way down into parts of Illinois and Indiana. Also, the time is up here on the top of my screen. This is around the late hours of the 11th of December. But yeah, you can see that we're expecting to get like another small little snowstorm that's going to come off of this line. And then you can see this. It's going to start up here in South Dakota, and it's going to make its way down into the Ohio Valley. So this is what it looks like on the feature radar. Mainly for December 11th, we're going to be getting possibly some snow in the early morning hours of the December 12th. We'll be getting some snow in the Ohio Valley, and we're also going to get some snow in parts of Iowa, Chicago possibly, and then Illinois. And then it's just going to randomly just dissipate and disappear into the around this area. But it's definitely going to cause some snow and some icy roads for December 12th and December 11th in the early morning hours of the 12th. So that's what's going on with that. And then we're going to expect another one to come through. That's going to come down from Canada. We're expecting another one to come through. And then look at that. This is for around December 13th. We're going to have one to come over here through South Dakota. It's going to make its way down into the Ohio Valley again. Cause some icy roads down there. This could cause like low visibility with traveling, just like the other ones. But yeah, we're just gonna get a lot of these. That's just gonna make its way through. And then a lot of scattered snowstorms are gonna be a possibility on December 14th. But that's mainly for December 14th and the 13th for that next snowstorm. But we'll talk about that later once it comes through. And anything after that, we don't know what's gonna happen. But we're just gonna get like little snowstorms that are just gonna keep coming through here, and they're just gonna keep going through the Ohio Valley, causing snow within this whole area. And it could also cause some snow up here. So if you're anywhere up in this line, like inside of this, you guys are in the places that could see some snow from the snow bands that are gonna come through, just like this. So yeah, mainly just up here. So yeah, but that's just what we're expecting with the other snow bands that are gonna come through. We call it snow bands because they're kind of like a band, and they're like smaller. They're not really a snowstorm or anything, but that's just what we're expecting with our other snowstorms that are going to come through. So let's take a look at our wind radar now. This thing is going to show us the wind. So right now we have some. This is the reason why we have high winds right now. You can see this is what our jet stream looks like. Look at that. This is what our jet stream looks like. That little dip right there. It's going to be causing some winds. You can see right here. See this like turquoise color right here? That's because of a greenish turquoise color. That's going to be causing the winds, mainly in this area. So yeah, we're gonna see some high winds. That's why those purple boxes are there, just for high winds, and that's gonna move out of there. And then you can see what it looks like after that. Nothing too crazy. And then if we do the feature radar some more, you can see that we're gonna have another thing come down. This is around December 14th. We could actually see some more strong winds over here on December 14th as well, and around December 14th. So let's take a look at the temperature. So let's see if I can find the temperature anomaly. Precipitation time temperature. So let's take a look at the temperature. So this is our temperature right now. We're still expecting some Arctic blast right now. So yeah, we have Arctic blast right now, which is pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy one. It's causing a lot of cold temperatures in a lot of places. So let's take a look at it. This is what it's looking like right now. It's coming out of Canada, and it's going to be causing some pretty cold temperatures in most of these areas. So make sure to definitely have coats and jackets on, and beware for frostbites. And yeah, we have an Arctic blast coming through, and this is what our temperatures are looking like right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching Electric Tornado. Weatherwise actually added some new warnings that they've added, which is actually pretty cool. It's better for some people's live streams. You can see, look at this. We got new warnings that Weatherwise added. Look, we got heavy freezing spray warning. They added, and hazardous seas warning, hazardous seas watch, and low water advisory. So this app is a great app, and can definitely keep you guys safe. And it's called Weatherwise, and you guys can definitely get it. They get a free sponsor today, and yeah, you can just buy it off of the App Store or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, it's a pretty cool app, and it's definitely advanced. But it's for people that aren't really advanced. It's still pretty easy to understand and know what like where the rain is and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty cool app, and can definitely keep you guys safe during weather and all of that. Thank you guys for watching Electric Tornado. I'll see you guys in the next weather update video. I'll keep you guys updated on all the weathers and all the snowstorms that are gonna be coming through the United States and through on the Midwest, and are going to be developing mainly near Montana. They make its way all the way through the Midwest and into the Ohio Valley. That's just going to be pretty crazy, but I'll keep you guys updated on it. Do not worry. But some icy roads are going to be a possibility. Snow squalls are going to be a possibility, especially in Ohio Valley and northern Indiana, northern Ohio. There's going to be a possibility for snow squalls. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next weather update video. Also, be aware for flooding if you're in the Pacific Northwest.